It's a coach. You're watching Madden football.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
Two touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Off the bootleg. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A second nice move, a spin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. And the tight end Luke Stocker was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Joe Mixon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 17 at a Cincinnati first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Right first here in this opening quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the Washington, that's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Under 10.
They'll try and run for him with counter. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And they have the first down with a gain of 4 yards.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down now. It's Connor pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. As look, we'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dive.
Patrolling the...
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando.
Able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And it'll be a turnover on downs. That was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done, so I think going for it there was the right call.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Preston Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe? And he is in! Touchdown, Bengals! Giovanni Bernard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. So the big play to kick off the drive set him up first and
when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success. Because that's exactly how we saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jordan Evans able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. On second down, Connor looking for space. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Once again, they run with Mixon. Still going. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mixon with a first down carry. And he breaks through another tackle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Bernard. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. A draw play for Mixon. He won't go down. Breaks free again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a touchdown of the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On first down, Mixon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Back to Mixon on first down. And now run. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. Their lead, he wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Steelers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On third down, Mixon. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They run for it with Mixon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Big 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Roethlisberger. Stocker's got it. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Ben to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Roethlisberger. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season. And he's going to go down again. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside. The 15.
Here we go.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
52.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The decision to go for it on 4th has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on 4th down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football.